All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that did teach us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Hey, I'm back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Hey, first and foremost, the Wadi Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. I was able to take a breather, if you will, for the first time in my adult life, that Yahweh Bashim Shah allowed me, to do. Went on a little trip with my child, man, with my seed, and I'm back now. Went across the country, never been out that way. So I'm just thankful, man. If you guys haven't heard from me, it's because I was dealing with my child and things like that, and but now I'm back. After observing some things that's been taking place with my family, I've done testimonies and a few lessons about some of the things that I went through with my family. Definitely specifically my birth biological, father. Um, I'm not really trying to revisit it on this lesson, but briefly, it came a point where my father has um lied on me and my family members multiple times. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, things are starting to work out in the hopeful elect's favor concerning these people. Starting with Esau, Edom, and the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they have wronged us, scoffed, and bared false witnesses, what we're going to get into. And, the Wadi Halba Shem Shah, first and foremost, I love my father. Don't get it twisted. But the truth, it has to be the truth, man. And we got to show ourselves men. If this is an actual issue that the Lord allowed my father to have, well, I'm going to address it. And I'm going to address it, with the spirit that the Lord has given me. I just had to be patient. When it went down, of course, I mean, a lot of crap was going on. Multiple times being arrested, multiple times going to jail. Just for telling the truth, man. You tell the truth to your parents, and they'll have you locked up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. I'm testifying that. So, for you brothers and sisters that have never experienced your family members, which is prophesied, thus saith Yahweh Shah, that the Lord came to bring a spirit of a sword, all right, which is symbolic for division and war. And we got to remember that. And specifically, the Lord specifically said He's gonna set, father against son, and that's exactly what I believe has been happening through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. My father, I mean, yeah, I've seen him lie and things like that. I know my father to be a liar, and this is me coming, from a child, the eyes of a child to a grown man. I've always seen my father say little prideful lies, to keep that pride going. But hey, man, it's late in the day, and I'm not sparing, nobody through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. I feel a shift coming. It's so much stuff going on since I went on my little vacation or what have you. And I'm pretty excited for what's going on. So I started off here in Ecclesiastes chapter 8. And we'll start at verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. All right. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Starting with Esau, Edom, of course, man. This prideful ass man. All right. Because the Lord hasn't completely destroyed this man's kingdom just yet. They're going to continue with their foolishness and their wickedness, man. All right. But dealing with our people as well, man. All right. Both man, woman, and child. See, if you one of the Lord's, true children, He's going to chastise you, and your judgment or your chastisement is going to come, a lot swifter, a lot faster than these other Israelites. Hey, that's a sign for you that the Lord might be dealing with you, that you might be of this hopeful elect, and that should keep you motivated. All right. But for these idiots out here, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, again, because that sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully setting them to do evil. Our people are great at that, especially our women. Oh man, they're like the poster child for this precept. Because the Lord has not allowed them to get absolutely spanked yet. They're going to continue in their evilness, man, and their wickedness. And it goes from my father up until this point, which I'm nothing major, but it is spiritual if you got spiritual eyes, man. In verse 12, though a sinner though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, and that's what's happening for a reason with the 2/3 of the nation of Israel that are still here, all right, that are doing evil. The Lord has them prolonged for a reason. All right, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh. All right, which fear before him. And that's what we learn when we first come into this thing, when we first receive the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai to serve him correctly to the best of our ability in this flesh. We learn the fear of the Lord, and that fear produces that wisdom, and we'll bring out these precepts, Lord willing. All right, in verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh. And again, won't have you guys ignorant. This is, starting with Esau, Edom, our enemy, but also the 2/3 of the nation of Israel and the rest of these heathen nations as well, man. All right, but just real quick. My dad works for a gas company. Basically, all the gas that comes through the city, a lot, through Atlanta, Columbus, a lot of these cities, southern Georgia. My dad, runs it, and he makes great money. Just bought a house recently, and there's been multiple times that this man and his wife have had spirits on them. I realized that now. I didn't realize that then, or in the heat of the moment when I was first waking up. But I see that now. That's all it was. The Lord put a lying spirit upon my father, and he lied. Well, what's happening now is the same shit happened to him, man. All right, my uncle was working with my father, and it was just a $1 million mess. Let me say that, $1 million mess. If you know what I mean, he works for for the gas for the city. It's a very important job, and they make good money, man. And because of a mistake that my uncle made, or laziness, my uncle decided he was just gonna bear false witness against my father. He did a report on my father, just making up shit, and it has created quite a spirit of division within my family. All right, my aunties are in it now. They're talking cash money. My dad, they're like, I don't know if they're gonna come to blows or what, but I'm just sitting back, you understand me, letting the Lord fight our battles like we have been instructed to, eating popcorn and enjoying the show. All right, and it's all in relation to the coming judgment. I feel a shift happening in my family. My family is beyond wicked. They're so prideful now. Ain't my family, most of them haven't been given over to extreme levels of wickedness, murders, and I don't think I have any strippers or things like that in my family. But one thing that they are very prideful. All right, and they lie. I got two cousins that work with my father. I cannot uh have employment because of my military experience, man. So I'm not able to actually work. I gotta do other things to get income, or have to be under the table, but I cannot officially hold a job right now. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashah. The Lord provide me with provisions, and it's sufficient, and I thank the Lord for that. But my two cousins, my younger cousin, they began working with my father. Hey, I just got a certain spirit of discernment, and I pray that it grows, as we get closer and closer to test time, which is Jacob's trouble. And I just believe through the spirit that my dad and my cousin just been talking about me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get too deep into it, but boom. All right. And one thing, you brothers and you sisters, I pray, what y'all need to do, what I do is I pray when I put up curses upon people, I always pray that I get a report back, and the Lord will put the spirit on these Israelites to give you that report. They're going to tell you certain things that's going on. Hey, my two cousins, man, they had, I think one of them appendix burst or whatever. He had to have surgery, and the other one had to have surgery, and it was the same week. Some just out of nowhere, the Lord, put a sort of pestilence, if you will, upon these two individuals the same week out of nowhere. I'm talking about they were in just tip that they all swolled up and stuff. I'm all skinny from fasting. You know what I mean? Fasting, often like the Lord had commanded us to, and they all swolled up and stuff. My little cousins now, and the Lord got them, man. And I see what's going on in my family. Oh, it's that time. They're getting seen by Yahweh Shema Shah for all this fuck shit that they've been doing over these years, man. And I've been just showing mercy through the Spirit. I learned that because I desire mercy. I want Yahweh Shema Shah to show mercy unto me. So when these people fuck me over, I had to learn how to show them mercy. Again, I don't want y'all to think I have any type of hatred, all right, towards my father or my family member. This is just business, and it is the Lord's business. Anybody can get it. You lying on me, you're gonna get it. I've been very patient. When that man lied on me that day, I wanted him out of here. You know, if it was up to me, I would have took him out. Him and his wife. I'm not even playing. All right, it got real heated during these times, man, and you can hear it in my voice. It's not a joke and it's not a game when the Lord, you know, it put the Spirit on these idiots, man, and y'all are getting ready to see it if you haven't. All right, but like I say, man, just I don't want to get too deep. It's just a lot of things going on in my family, and I figured, hey, through the Spirit, I should talk about it. Let's go to the book of Matthew in relation to what I'm talking about concerning my family, so-called family, because they're all full of shit. That goes for all of my cousins. It's being exposed. I'm just hitting them up. They're in Atlanta. They're getting weirder by the day by being in Atlanta. We not really from Atlanta like that. We from Georgia. We really from the country. We just, you know, been in Atlanta since the 90s. You know what I mean? But it's just messing with their minds. They're turning into a bunch of weirdos. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I feel like that is. Matthew 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That's all that's simply happening, man. The love of many, and my family included in that many people, hey, it's waxing cold, man. This whole family strong black shit is finna go out the window, and y'all finna see it go out the window like you've never seen it before, man. All right, these women are these people that got these so-called good homes and things like that, good sound family. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Lord came not to bring peace upon this earth, man. Paraphrasing, all right, but a sword, man. All right, think not that the Lord came to bring peace, man. So that's what's going on. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, iniquity is abounding, man, so the love of many is waxing cold. And we see that, hell, by watching the news. We see all the death that's happening. We see the spirits that the Lord is putting on these people, the mothers that are taking their children out of this earth, man, or off of this earth. You know, our young men, they're still in that murderous spirit. And this is the signs of the times, man. And we just got to be prepared, man. And the Lord has done a perfect job, all right, of preparing his hopeful elect thus far, man. I don't know if we're absolutely ready, but we got it. I give thanks and praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that each brother and sister has this very day. I pray that we all have enough wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to make it to the end. All right, let's go to the we'll go to Proverbs. I'll bring that out right quick. Not gonna be long at all, but Proverbs 9 and verse 10, right? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. And again, the next precept I'm gonna bring out, hey, this is very important that we have wisdom. So in order to attain wisdom, you have to understand the fear of the Lord. 2/3 of the nation of Israel don't. Hey, and my father, this nigga got his own church now. All right, he has his own church. He's a exhorter, whatever the hell that is, you know. And yeah, he has his own church. So he's supposed to be a righteous man, a man of understanding, a man of patience, a man of humility, a man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But you know, everyone's full of it. You know, they're all full of it. And I had to be patient. And I feel, you know, that the Lord is moving on my family right now on behalf of the Lord's hopeful elect, man. These are specific, you know, prayers and curses that I put up upon people. I know you brothers do the same through the Spirit, man. All right. And every curse, we won't have you ignorant. I was getting into it with my so-called friend or whatever you want to call her about just trying to like keep things light and breezy, but still, you know, instruct her in some type of righteousness and understanding as it relates to the Lord. Just trying to get her to understand, look, man, I can't put up a curse on your mama or my parents or you without it being the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're not just sending up curses all willy-nilly just because we're angry. When I'm saying I'm sending up curses on my curses upon my own family, I mean it. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It is the Lord that put his spirit upon me to put these curses out upon these individuals. Oh, Oh, and another thing, my punk ass cousin, yeah, the report was it 2 days ago. It wasn't nothing that happened, but this is a recurring theme that I see that happens with either the actual family members that lied on me, because it's more. I'm just keeping it light and breezy today, or the family members that hearken unto that lie. That's a big thing with what's happening or has happened with my family. A lot of them, my cousins, aunties, uncles, etc., they have hearkened unto these lies that have been told on me, man. And hey, these reports, my auntie had a fucking snake above her door. All right, during that same week, I believe my dad, all right, had a snake. It wasn't above his door, but he found a snake somewhere in his yard. But that was when I was in jail, and I reached out to my auntie. It was just a bunch of bullshit, bro. They're all full of shit, and they be getting visited by these animals, man. Just like my cousin, man. He went to visit my father. All right, there. So what's happening is the Lord is doing what He said He was going to do, and He's putting the spirit of division between myself and my father. I put myself first. You know why? All right, my father, and yeah, we have a spirit of division. We're not clicking. We're not talking too much. I keep things light and breezy through, with wisdom. I keep my enemies close. But my two cousins, we're around the same age. I'm older. I feel as if they're like cleaving on to my father, like they're having, a father-son relationship, and I've been the one that got booted the hell out. Cool. You saw, I just mentioned through the spirit, they both ended up in the fucking hospital the same damn week talking about me. They be in their office. I ain't saying they be talking about me all day, but my family do gossip, and they, don't know what I got going on, don't know what I've been going through, don't know my relationship with Yahweh Hashem Shai. So they just be talking. You know what I mean? Talking, bearing false witness, laughing and joking, and the Lord visiting, hitting them up, and I'm loving it. All right. But my cousin gave me a quick report just through the spirit. His spirit made him say that. He said he was at my dad's house. Remember, I just said my dad bought this big ass house, little mini mansion. All right, while we suffering. All right, we suffering, barely making it, living paycheck to paycheck, if that. All right, this man ain't taught the truth not one day in his damn life in relation to Yahweh Shema Shai, but he got his own church, multiple vehicles, just bought another vehicle that he don't need, things like that. But my cousin, all right, got a wife, very nice looking sister, my little cousin, yeah. So they at my daddy's house, all right, and he told me shit that night. He say out of nowhere. He said they looked like wolves, but I guess they was dog, like German shepherds. He said they came out of nowhere. When he asked me, I actually said a lie. He asked me, have I seen them? And I said, yeah, because I thought he was just talking about like regular dogs that be out there. My dad lived kind of in the country. There's horses out there, all type of shit, man. So he was visiting my dad. This was like 2 days ago. He told me this. Nothing happened, but I take it as an omen, if you will, as a sign, a token from Yahweh Shema Shai that the Lord, quote unquote, is on their ass. All right. But he just say 3 dogs came out of nowhere, and they like on some Cujo shit, and they was trying to like attack him. And he was, he was able to get in the car, but he just the way that he said it, and the whole fact that he even told me that, he said he didn't even tell his wife. That's how scared the living shit out of him, man. Call hello Yahweh Shema Hawashai. This is what's coming down the pipeline for you 2/3 ass Israelites, man. All right, it's almost time, man. Famine of the word coming. All right, actual famine coming, World War III's coming, and it's finna go down, man. And it will behoove us, all right, the Lord's hopeful elect, to continue in that righteousness, man. The more and more that these people get weirder, the more and more we're supposed to, acquire wisdom, man, and move accordingly, because they're gonna get downright weird. I'm telling you, my cousins, every last fucking one of them. Do you understand me? Every last fucking one of them is just weird right now, man. I got a lot of cousins in Atlanta, and you already know how it goes, man. They're weird. You know what I mean? They're wicked. And they're going to turn their back on you. Thus saith Yahweh Shema Hawashai in relation to that spirit of division that the Lord said he came to bring, not peace. So you think the Lord is joking? All right, the Lord is not a man that he shall lie. He don't have to lie. If he said he gonna put mother against daughter, that's what's gonna happen. And again, for you Israelites that haven't experienced, you need to buckle the hell up. You got to buckle up, because it's gonna be rough. It's going to be a rough transition, man. You got wives that might, some of you brothers are with wives, right? So-called wives right now that's getting ready to turn they everlasting back on you. Your children, whoever. The Lord is not playing. So, hey, you gotta take all these things that you hear, all the testimonies that your brothers and sisters, the experiences. It's not just for us, it's for you as well. So you will, learn what the Lord has your brother going through, because we're gonna need all these experiences to boost our faith. All right, because we're gonna need that faith in the times to come, man. All right. But let me see. I got what? Well, I meant to bring this out first, but let me bring this out concerning like lying on people. All right. Do we not know that this is a commandment for us not to do this? This is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Okay. These are part of the 10 commandments. Let's get it in the NIV, right? Again, Exodus 20 and verse 16. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. All right. And we do know what that word neighbor is going to. We're really talking about your Israelite brother or sister. Okay. And I've been just telling the truth. My father has been found guilty of this shit. And I had to wait until something happened. Little things happen along the way. But the fact that my uncle sat up here and went to extreme lengths, all right, by, writing a report and just making up stuff. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's your pie. Call Allah Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai. This is what we came for. This is what we've been waiting on. The Lord dealing with us like this, man. And it's just going to intensify to the point where the Lord is going to bless us and bestow that spiritual power upon us when everyone comes in like a madman, sparing none. Esau, Edom, the rest of these idiot ass heathen nations, and of course 2/3 of the nation of Israel, when they try to invade one another because of the lack of bread. All right, because of their lack of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because they didn't have the fear of the Lord, before it all went down, man. All right. And then I'll leave it at this in the book of Proverbs, chapter 20. Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? And we like to bring this out a lot to convey that we are not doing our own thing, that the Lord controls everything, every aspect of our lives. The Lord create good and evil. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. We learn these things, man. All right. As we move with that fear, and we begin to beget wisdom. All right. But again, and I say that to say, hey, man's goings are of the Lord. So it was the will of the Lord, all right, that my father lied on me in the first place. It was the will of the Lord that, we woke up to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. So it's going to be the will of the Lord, whoever catch this smoke, man. All right, it's beautiful. And Lord know, overall, not to tempt the Lord. You brothers know where I'm coming from when I say this. It's been boring as hell. It's about time that, for some excitement. I'm ready for, shit blowing up and, people on the run and screaming, man, as it relates to Jacob's trouble. This shit is boring. This day in, day out, 9 to 5, if that's what you work, or whatever shift you work, just week in, week out. And like I say, this is my first time even as an adult, bro. Since I've been 17 years old, I went in the military. I've never went on a vacation, so-called, and it wasn't folly. It's just me and my daughter didn't go out there getting drunk and all that shit, and it was beautiful, and I thank the Lord for that. And again, man's goings are of the Lord. If the Lord didn't want me to go on that so-called trip or so-called vacation, he wouldn't allow me. But I don't want you brothers and sisters to think, hey, man, I know y'all haven't heard from me in a few, but hey, I'm still here, man, still moving with that fear, Yahweh, Shimmer, Hawashai. And I pray, hey, you brothers and sisters do too. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.